Hello, so my name is Vi. I don't know about anyone else here, but I suffer and have been suffering for the past few years from various mental disabilities, and so through that I feel like I've hurt some people, so I'm going to be an apologist asshole and do this. My preferred form of applause is snapping, glaring, and whispers to a glow cloud. So this is called Dear Friend, and this is my apology to show those I've loved that I'm still here. I'm sorry to those I've harmed, and don't deny you exist, because you do. The rainbow bracelets that we wear label us so. I apologize for the jabs, the snarls, the times I attempt to etch out a gossamer net with my words so that jumbled mess in my head can translate properly. That way the transition from body to sound can be clean, and the echoes of meaning do not escape from my lips. I'm sorry for, in a bout of anxiety, if I spout out excuses and words I'm not even sure I experienced or said. The carved lines of memories still trace around the dark, murky cloud of my mind, trying to dig out a trench where we can walk together peacefully, even against the waves and rubbles that try to block the path we walk. And when it does, I'm sorry that I panic. I'm sorry that I let go of your hand and attack what is in our way, clawing at it until the skin splits and my nails crack, all while you watch, trying to make sense of whether to comfort me or not, because sometimes I can't even tell if I want you to. And my demeanor reflects that in perfect time. I backlash, biting, clawing at any surface of existence that falters into my view, any corporeal being that I touch, I damage, as I snip and cut and snuff and puff until the very movement that makes up the smile you first gave me dissolved and the muscles break into an ire of those who cannot see my condition. I'm sorry for being such a child, something I know I should not apologize for, but as you stand before me, eyes locked onto mine, I falter, my legs buckling out from under me. And as you catch me, I naively expect you to help me up and hold me there. What can you expect? Sometimes what I want are shapes, objects, lines flowing through my mind and my thoughts unable to be attached, letter by letter, into an answer. I'm sorry that I wander off, either in purpose and body, or out of an unconscious need to be followed. If you see the fire in my eyes suddenly burn, that of purpose and drive as I run into a corner, whispering songs and coddled cries to not be scared, then do not gasp when I break. I can't feel the ground as it hits me. My mind is too focused on walking to notice the wall under me. I'm sorry for the shouts, the angry and confused, those for sorrow and those for help. Sharp or dull, they are still my screams. They're for you. To help me out of this ditch I jumped in. I can't help myself. The need to explore from a 7-year-old is still hyperimposed onto my being. I'm sorry if out of dysphoria I switch on you, becoming bitter and distant while you laugh, or sweet and in heat as you cry. When you reach out to touch me and stroke my face to console me, I reject it, because the touch of a stranger is not something I like. It is as though steel wool is gripping at my flesh. For in my stupor, I can't tell or see past the haze it puts over my eyes, so much so that I can't even tell it's you. Dear friend, I'm sorry we only connected in sadness. It is what humans do, but I still cannot feel the need to tell you that. I tried to help you on, I tried to listen, but the biological implications screamed out from inside me and yelled for me to stop ignoring myself, but I continued to shun it in order to try and make me feel better, all by helping you. I hope you can forgive me for using you so. Dear friend, I'm sorry because even though I do not know to be, I can't help but trip up on the words. Every syllable struggles out, and I feel bad for wasting your time because the ingrained need to be ashamed is still ever present. And just because I cannot cry does not mean I don't cry for our friendship long gone. I'm sorry for the lies. The ones I spit out, trying to push you away, trying to clue you in on my sickness. I'm sorry for telling you that all I did, that I felt like you could help me, and instead I fear I only served to alienate you. I'm sorry for the time I just broke down, all the times I tried to snuff out my life, throwing my arms out and calling for it to end, all while ignoring that you were just behind me. I tried to give you some of the burden that I bear. I wanted you to help me in my selfish delusion where I felt only you could save me from my suspended grievances that would bear on our shoulders. Dear friend, please don't drop it, for my reality is fragile. the dreams and not merging into my memory, because even if I remember the scent of flowers that loomed when we first met in that talking circle, I'm not even sure it is the real memory or if it's fake, because trying to make up things is really easy for me. For all I know, you could have been glaring at me from across the room because of something I said or something I thought, or we fought over my immature flush of skin. I'm sorry I didn't know what I was doing. Or that the same act brings shame unto me today. Dear friend, I'm sorry we never connected over something positive. I encountered you in a time when I could not find a thing to be happy about. I'm sorry. But for all these apologies I give, I do not show any sign of work. The mountains I've climbed, the lands I've claimed, I cannot show in word the triumphs and falls that I've accomplished away from you. The dirt and water I've sifted and moved, the stones I've placed. Where we continue to be apart, when we continue to be apart, you cannot see that the place that we walked not so long ago no longer bears a scar of rain and war. It does not show the pipes shooting out after being beaten to pliancy, or the thunderous war of self-hatred that has all but disappeared. Dear friend, I'm sorry, but I miss you. I miss our talks, I miss our cries, I miss when in the midst of summer we marched through the city as though it was built around us. I miss walking the same path with you. I wanted to show you that when we hit another blockade in the road, I will stay strong in my grip of your hand and walk around with you.